record to this. Tim Top, do a cool shy, you at Biwa Samus Pod Tim Top. Begin all things by first using the all. This is going to be a video affidavit to Ike Ulasi, Nicole Tamara Nicholas, Edmonton Law Courts, and whoever the justices will see what her name is. They have accepted that. I'm wondering if that is Mrs. Farad Muhammad or the ballerina from 314. They probably circled back when went to get the ballerina. So this is what happens when you have corruption that has gone and is out of control. So in accord with the Canada Charter, the UN Convention on Genocide, the UN Convention on the UN Charter, the UN which one do we want to use? Convention on Civil and Political Rights, UN Convention on Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights, the UN, the Hague Statute on the civil aspects of international child abduction. This is an email that I received for those of you that have been following along with the kidnapping of my Indigenous children. And so these, the law firm Ulasi Law Group of Edmonton on Treaty 6 territory on Northern Turtle Island has decided they've worked real hard to buy themselves a judge. Let me get this on the stream. Hold on one second. We don't want anybody missing this on Facebook. All right, so here we go. There we go. So I'm just waiting for the stream to come online. And I'm going to do a Facebook. Oh, yeah, this is what we have to do. You can't rely on these people when they're getting like this. These public officials are just completely out of control. And you can't rely on them. Same thing. So for all you parents out there that's going through stuff, publish. Don't even bother waiting for the lawyers or the courts. Look at you all as children and infants of unsound and a person of unsound mind. That's why their first obligation is to the court, not to the client. So we're having a class here, Master Intergalactic class going on right now. All right, so what happened here is got an email, and I've told him, so Nicole might be online watching, which will be great. So, sir, now this is an hour ago, 3:54, so almost an hour, 90 minutes ago. Compliments of the day. Please find the attached documents. The matter is scheduled to be addressed in court on April 29, 2026 at 10 a.m. Please pay attention to the filing deadline stated on the endorsement. So now, this is Mr. Ike Ulasi, the Ulasi Law Group in Edmonton. So can everyone see this? Let me make sure. All right, great. So this is what they sent. So this one I can't see what this one is. Filed e-filing request invoice. I can't see that. So it's not coming up. So there's a technical issue. If I download it, I may not be able to still see it. So this is an affidavit sworn on the 16th. I'm the plaintiff. Nicole is Tamara Nicholas is the defendant. This is the difference between me and the rest of these public officials here. They gotta hide. They can't stand on nothing that they do. They got to hide. I'm showing my face because I can produce and prove the criminal genocide done against my children, which is called a 60s scoop. So now we're going to look at some things here. So this is her affidavit. This is Court of King's Bench, right? Who's the plaintiff? Nanya Shabuel, plaintiff. Date of decision, April 21st. Urgent application endorsement. So we're going to zoom in a bit. The application is approved and shall be heard in family chambers on Wednesday, April 29th at 10 a.m. Now, I trust this better not be the same Cheryl Arcan Coutine. It better not be her if she was in courtroom 314 on October 15th. If she's who I think it is that had that part going from here all the way back, I better not see you up in there on the 29th. All this stuff here is criminal. This application is approved as it is urgent, as it urgent. See how they rushed? Look at this. As it urgent, because it relates to parenting time, contact, or communication with a child that cannot be reasonably delayed. Where the hell were you all when Nicole took my children's snow pants when it was minus 19 degrees Celsius and I filed an urgent and you all said no? So Edmonton law courts, you're all full of it. You're full of it. You all did a 60s scoop on my children. I have spoken to the United Nations. So someone can pull up the video. Oh, actually, I got it on my YouTube channel. I'll play that, but if you can pull up the one from the UN, pull it up and put it in the chat. I want to play it for everybody to see. I've spoke to the UN Human Rights Council. They know who Atsikara Nation of Yamasee Moors is, and they know who I am. Now it says the applicant will file and serve their application and affidavit by April 22nd. Now, when the hell was this done? April 21st. Now, they already, according to this, did her affidavit on the 16th. The respondent will file and serve their response affidavit by April 24th, 2026. So they forcing me to respond. I'm like, there's nothing to respond to. She's in default. We'll go get this. We'll go get the statute for that. The applicant can file a final reply affidavit by April 27, 2026. Or if that's the case, I'll use my September 2nd, 2025 affidavit that she can't answer.
Right.
The matter will be in regular morning chambers on April 29th. The waiver application is to be sent through the normal course and not as an urgent application. Why is she waiving? Because we'll see where she's getting her money from. Better not be Trina in New York or Shirley or Mario. I trust you're listening, Nicole. That's why they want to waive that. EPS is bankrolling you. It's out now. Where are you getting the money when you only get $968 from Alberta Works every month? Where are you getting the money from? The applicant shall file and serve the materials no later than Wednesday, April 22nd. That's tomorrow. The respondent shall file and serve their materials no later than Friday, April 24th. I got so many affidavits. Who is this here? What you guys call? Oh man, anyway. The applicant may file and serve a reply no later than Monday, April 27, 2026. Now they're in a rush. If you have been given leave to attend either urgent chambers, civil chambers, or family law, the clerk will update the hearing date of your application based on the direction of the court in this decision form. Nicole did not have leave from the court to be in Calgary. So this is why we have to expose Edmonton law courts. You don't follow law. You're doing color of law. So I'll find out if that Kootenai is the one that was sitting on the bench in courtroom 314 on October 15th, then this means this is the child trafficking ring that they're running out of the Edmonton law courts. Prove me wrong. Then the urgent request, April 21st, like none of this really matters. Then let's see, what's this endorsement? Okay, so that's the endorsement, right? All this is fraud. All of this is fraud and void. Now, for people that want to know, well, why are you saying that? Now we're going to go back to, let's see here. Chiamaka Okoye. She is the one. See, this is the difference between me and y'all. Y'all got to hide. You are corporations. You are fictions. You can't come out into the daylight. You got to hide. So we're going to go back to April 15th, right here. Chiamaka had sent an urgent request. Couldn't get it done. That was April 15th. So this is what I said to her. Greetings, Ulhasi Law Firm, Chiamaka Okoye. Pursuant to the Hague Statute on the Civil Aspects of International Child Abduction, Nicole Tamara Nicholas had no consent from me. I don't have to have a court order. That's violating Canada Criminal Code Section 282, 283, 140, Section 380. Let's see which other one is there. 129. UN Convention on Consular Relations, UN Convention on Genocide, and the International Legal Notice. Pursuant to the Immigration and Refugee Protection Act, which that judge in courtroom 353 couldn't even pronounce, on sections 40, which is misrepresentation, 44 and 117, which is inadmissibility. Pursuant to Alberta Rules of Court, Rules 3.36 to 3.39 for the Court of King's Bench. Pursuant to Rule 2.29 under Alberta Rules of Court, I have not been served a formal withdrawal by Kevin Livingstone as counsel of record for Nicole Tamara Nicholas. So let's go to Rules of Court 2.29. Come on now. There we go. So we're going to skip all the way up to 2.29. I told you, Edmonton, y'all getting it. You ain't getting away from this. You have to face this. This is criminal what you're doing. And I'm not keeping my mouth shut because y'all don't follow your own law. So that's color of law. Now, 2.29, withdrawal of lawyer of record. Subject to Rule 2.31, a lawyer or firm of lawyers may withdraw as lawyer of record by A, serving on the client and each of the other parties a notice of withdrawal in Form 4 that states, 1, the client's last known address, and 2, that on the expiry of 10 days after the date on which the affidavit of service of the notice is filed, the withdrawing lawyer will no longer be the lawyer of record. I was never served. It's right there.
Yeah.
That's why we're streaming. This is why we're streaming, so I really trust that Nicole will be online and watch this. You might be a government agent. Doesn't matter at this point. Everybody knows. So all the people that, I have to flee family violence, explain why your lawyer, Kevin Livingstone, 20 years as a family lawyer, won't give me a withdrawal because they are hiding something.
Not following their own rules.
Say that again?
They're not following their own rules.
They're not following their own rules, so that's color of law. So therefore, since they're not following the law, I have an obligation under sections 2, 7, 8, 15, and 25 and 35 of the Canada Charter of Rights and Freedoms. I must tell the public what the courts are illegally doing, the judges are illegally doing, the lawyers are illegally doing. Like Mr. Ulhasi, why did you go take down the post I put on your Facebook page? What, you think I'm stupid? I do this. I've been doing this a long time. We catch you guys doing these criminal things and taking posts down. Mm-hmm. And I really trust that the Inns of Court, it's a little late over there, but they'll catch it on the replay. In London, when they see you're a master, you got 2 master's degrees in law, and here it is, you represent somebody, and Kevin Livingstone didn't even file a withdrawal. I don't have to do that. She's in default. So that's the first thing. Where are you at? Where are you hiding? There we go. Okay, so we got that covered. So now everybody on the planet knows there's no withdrawal record by Kevin Livingstone at Legal Aid. None. So technically, he's still the attorney of record. He's using the Ulasi law firm as a straw man, a cover to hide him. See, we ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can see it as clear as day. I played Battleship, fool. Pursuant to Rule 2.29, okay, we got that. Pursuant to Law Society Code of Conduct, Rule 3.7-1 to 3.7-9. So I'm going to click on that, and we're going to take you to the Law Society. This is what has to happen. Parents, men, if you fighting for your children, you got to do this. You can forget about all that other stuff. You wasting your time. This is a child trafficking ring. This is what these courts do. They traffic children. That's what they do. Let's see here. And if you're on Facebook, please give a thumbs up. Let us know. I'll switch back afterward. I just want to get through this as quickly as possible and then take some questions. So 3.7, withdrawal from representation. Withdrawal from representation. A lawyer must not withdraw from representation of a client except for good cause and on reasonable notice to the client. For anybody that has that Facebook link, please go on LinkedIn if you got LinkedIn and put the stream link on LinkedIn because that's where the lawyers and whatnot hang out. Okay, so now I'm going to go to LinkedIn. Let me see if I can do, I'll see if I could do it on my end. Okay, I got to use a different browser. Like, this is comical. I'm not even mad. It's just too flicking comical to me. Like, what you think everybody's brain dead out here. So now I'm going to go put, let me see. I want everyone to see here. Oh yeah, the hub is in trouble. The child trafficking ring in Edmonton and in Alberta is in trouble. Everybody can see this. Okay, so let's go home and put that. Okay, that's United Nations towel hat. And I'm going to put the link there for the Facebook Live in the chat. Oh yeah, this is unprecedented. Like, you can't get nothing done. She's been in default. I told Justice Kiss I'm not filing nothing. Nicole is inadmissible. Right? She got to be a high-level agent that they're like, man, we got to protect this. This is, we can't do nothing, okay, except streaming fraud of Edmonton law courts and Ulasi Law Group. Now time. Okay, so that's posted. Towel hat. And then we're going to go here. I want to show my post. Okay, so here's the fugitive, Nicole Tamara Nicholas. Oh yeah, this is an active warrant. Active warrant, and the courts are trying to protect this fugitive in Canada. I don't know why they would think doing this, and I'm not going to say nothing. And let's see, who's the other one? Oh, that's under here. Let's see here. I think this is it. Nope. Oh, I have to go here. Jacques. So I have a witness in Geneva, Switzerland, of all places. So Jacques Fisher, he liked a post that I did. Let's see here, 55. Let's see if I can find it here. Let's see here. State-sponsored kidnapping. Let me see if this is it here. No, not this one. Let me see here. I'm like, unbelievable. Dan Sawyer. I said, I think this is it. There we go. You and two others. Okay, so X-Men. Nope, not this one. This ain't the one, but this is good. But that's not the one. You know what? I have the screenshot right here. There we go. That's his services. And then I have quick access. Jacques Fisher. Okay, there we go. So I'll put up because I got the screenshot. This is what we do, Mr. Ulassi. We don't play around. We ain't trying to be slick like you guys. Oh, hold on. This is in Paint? Okay, that's in Paint. Okay. I think, okay, let's see here. All right, so. Oh yeah, Canada has to be exposed for the genocide that they still do. One second, everyone. Okay, Jacques. No, it's not coming up on this one. Okay, so I'll have to use this one here. What's this? Okay, there we go. Good. So I got the screenshot here. So this is the one with the Ulassi Law Group. Can everyone see this? All right, come on, speak up. Come on. Tawat.
Tua, Maku.
Tawat. So this is the Ulassi Law Group. This was I went on their website, didn't have anything, nothing posted since 2023. So there's the fugitive right here. And they deleted the post, which was the email that I got from Chiamaka Okoye. So when we look down for reactions, we see a thumbs up here. Well, what is this? I don't know this guy. I don't know him. So I said, okay, who is this guy that thumbs up? And his name is Jacques Fisher. And what is he? He, for over 30 years, we've partnered with companies like Philip Morris, Orange Communications, Deloitte, and Merck Serrano to strengthen leadership, evolve culture, and improve performance. Our proprietary methods, Blue Leader trademark and the Pulsipline trademark change system, have trained 20,000 plus leaders and achieved a 100% success rate in implementing corporate change. Every service is designed to build your capabilities and drive measurable results. So he saw this. He saw the email and the post. Let me just check to make sure everybody can see. Okay, great.
Sure.
So he saw this. All right, there's Kevin Livingstone, there's Nicole, and there's Mr. Ulassi, and the wanted poster. It's the little fuzzy here. We've got better quality. So he saw what I posted. Now, what's going on here? Okay, there we go. Post feed. There we go. So he saw this. And I'll just have to go to manage my posts and I'll pull it up so everybody can see it straight. 2, 3. There we go. 4 others now. Let's see. Who are these 4 others? There we go. So myself, Anu, X-Man, Ta, and Jacques Fisher. Developing high-performance leaders and organizations. Can everyone see that?
Sure.
All right. So now, this was, days ago. This was a day ago, April 20th. So he, in Switzerland, can see. And let's click on it. Greetings. I give legal notice to Tim Petcow and Associated Edmonton Public School Principals of Abbott Elementary, Tevi Miller Heritage School, Norwood Public School, and Pollard Meadows Elementary. This legal notice email contains the following: a certified copy of the warrant of commitment for Nicole Tamara Nicholas that was issued by the Supreme Court for the state of New York, Nassau County on July 14th, 2016. See Canada U.S. Extradition Act and the Alberta Education Act. All the other videos here, we're going to play those in a second. Much appreciated. Take notice and govern yourselves accordingly. Now, this was yesterday. And then, greetings, Honorable Roy S. Mahan, who is on LinkedIn. I bring to your attention that the Ulasi Law Group in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, 780-761-4333, 10529 97th Street Northwest, Alberta, and Kevin Livingstone, 900 Sun Life Place, 10123-99 Street. Direct is 780-644-7244, are obstructing and refusing to enforce your order of July 14, 2016, warrant of commitment for Nicole Tamara Nicholas. They have been informed since April 3rd, 2026. The evidence that they were given knowledge was posted on Facebook and LinkedIn. The posts are attached to this PDF. This is a cut from the email I sent him and for Chelly. I most humbly apologize for wasting your time if the warrant was terminated. So far I haven't heard anything. However, based upon what happened today, it isn't. So they're trying to create something to protect Nicole from having to be removed. So they're obstructing the Extradition Act. So next, we go back to the email. So we got that covered. The email from your law firm is now representing Nicole Tamara Nicholas is evidence of administrative collusion, tortious conspiracy, and criminal organization. See Canada Charter and United Nations Convention on Genocide. Nicole Tamara Nicholas, defendant in default, is not a plaintiff in this matter and has no legal standing. Nicole Tamara Nicholas, the defendant in default, is inadmissible to Canada. Nicole Tamara Nicholas, the defendant in default, is in default since October 26, 2025. File attached. See UN Convention on Crimes Against Humanity. I've received no notice of withdrawal from Kevin Livingstone. Kevin Livingstone is aware and has knowledge of the warrant of commitment for Nicole Tamara Nicholas. He may not have told you, however. I'm doing your firm the courtesy to forward the email with the certified copy of the warrant of commitment for Nicole Tamara Nicholas that was issued by the Supreme Court for the state of New York, Nassau County, July 14, 2016, that Kevin and his assistant Roxanne received on April 3rd, 2026. See Canada U.S. Extradition Act. So now we're going to go look at the video. Right? Frauds este salare fraudem. This email is evidence of transnational crime, crimes against humanity, and transnational kidnapping. Take notice and govern yourselves accordingly. C. Hague Statute on the Civil Aspects on International Child Abduction. UN Convention on Genocide. Truth and Reconciliation Commission. UNDRIP Act. Canada. Much appreciated. Chief Nanya Shabu L. Registered copyright trademark 1537 Sublimis Deus of Pope of the Vatican of Pope Innocent III. So here is the poster. No one said anything about that. So she is a fugitive. And the Edmonton public officials like the Edmonton Police Services, probably Canada Spy Agency, CSIS are protecting her. And now we're going to go to this is the actual warrant of commitment. So everybody can see Nicole T. Nicholas, Nicole Nicholas Burrell, Nicole Nicholas, a.k.a. Sa Aseti Taweret. Warrant of commitment for civil contempt. That's the only thing I got to file. I ain't got to do nothing else. Warrant. Civil contempt. I don't have to speak nothing else. And there's no Form 4. That's it. And she's inadmissible. That's it. I ain't got to sit there and run myself ragged. Upon the order of this court dated July 14, 2016, a copy of which is attached hereto, by which the defendant was found to be in contempt of this court, and upon the affidavit of Maribel Sonera, sworn to on the 25th day of July 2016, which sets forth proof that said defendant, Nicole T. Nicholas, was personally served with a copy of that order, and that she has failed to purge themselves of the contempt as set forth therein. And whereas it has been established to the satisfaction of this court that the defendant has not purged herself of the contempt and remains in contempt of this court, and that the rights of the plaintiff, in this case it would have been Brooklyn Hearing Associates, Inc. and Edward L. Aleo, were impaired, impeded, prejudiced, and defeated. Now, therefore, on motion of the plaintiffs, it is hereby ordered that upon the delivery of a certified copy of this order to one of the above named law enforcement officers, that the defendant, Nicole T. Nicholas, aka Nicole Nicholas Burrell, aka Nicole Nicholas R., copyright trademark, aka Saw Aseti Towerette, Social Security number 096626002, date of birth 07/01/1977, be forthwith brought by said officer before this court for commitment to a correctional institution or for any other disposition the court in its discretion shall make. And it is further ordered that if the defendant is apprehended when the court is not in session, she shall be confined until the next sitting of court. Dated 11/4/2016, November 4th, 2016, Roy Esmahan, entered December 2nd, 2016. I got to be doing the job that these marshals and all of these guys in law enforcement supposed to be doing. So that tells you it's all corporate, it's all BS. I got to be doing your job. You guys didn't know about this? So you covering for a fugitive. So that means Canada harbors criminals. Point blank. We got the evidence. This is what's called forensic evidence. I, Maureen O'Connell, clerk of the Court of Nassau and of, let me zoom in a bit, there we go, of the Supreme and County Courts, courts of record, do hereby certify that I have compared the annexed with the original warrant filed in my office 12/2/16, and that the same is a true transcript thereof and of the whole of such original. In testimony whereof I have hereunto set my hand and affixed the seal of said county and court 4/2/26. Ain't nothing left to talk about. So that is criminal with this justice, or this, that's going to be, well, them going to court on the 29th. That's why I'm doing this, Mr. Ulasi, because you can't come on and do a stream like this without incriminating yourself. This is why I'm doing it, because you can't walk in the light of the sun. We know Nicole likes to stay in those holes. So that's covered. And if there's any doubt, here's the claim that I filed on when? October 6th. I don't have to file this. They already know she's in dishonor. October, she had 10 days to respond. She came in on the 15th. Justice Kiss told her, no, I can't let you file. That would prejudice him. And we're going to go down to the most important parts. Let's see, what is this here? Yes. On the record, for the record, let the record show she is unfit, irresponsible, reckless, and has demonstrated she will endanger the children, that she does not really care about them. Why I am asking for sole custody is she did not and does not have a court order to keep the indigenous children from me. So that's section 279, 280, 283, which is kidnapping and abduction of the Canada Criminal Code, the UN Civil Aspects of International Child Abduction, Article 3. She has committed fraud on the court August 29th, stating she would arrange a third-party visitation for me with my children. She has not. I have not seen my indigenous children since August 7th. I filed this on October 6th. So that right there, 60 days, and I've not spoken to them since August 9th. And I thank you, whoever you are out there, EPS officer, thank you very much for telling me it was a state-sponsored kidnapping. I appreciate you for that phone call you gave me on September 8th. The children have not been to school since September 5th, 2025. They have been greatly subjected to psychological damage by Nicole Nicholas's actions of deliberately and intentionally keeping them from me. And that's Edmonton Police Service's connection with that, because they're using her as their proxy. So they're supporting her. She's their agent right now. Yeah, that's the truth, EPS. You know that. I discovered on September 16, 2025, that Nicole withdrew both children from school on September 15th, 2025, one day before we had an ECO parent resolution scheduled for today, subsequently canceled. I registered both children and am the primary parent at both schools. Both principals, Tim Petcow, Cahewan Public School, and Sandra Mason, Tevi Miller, did not inform me until I went to Cahewan School. Both of my Indigenous children have speech delay and language development. By withdrawing them from school, Nicole is further damaging their brain and psychological development. So let's go back here so everybody can see. Let me just open one up here. Yeah, because I got that over here. And I'm going to switch over to my screen so everybody can see. So as you can see, what does it say here? It says warrant of commitment for civil contempt.
Sure.
That means she goes straight to jail. So why are the police protecting her? Why is Canada Border Services protecting her? Why is the courts protecting her? Is she a CIA agent? Is she an FBI agent? Who is she? Todd, you had a question. Go ahead.
I sure do. Marco, I experienced warrants. I experienced them. And they don't go away. And if you go into court and you got a warrant, they're going to take care of that warrant first before you do anything else.
And isn't that what they're supposed to be doing here?
Yes. And then I have another thing. You showed, you had the image of the warrant, not this one, but there's another one. And it had the bottom of it when you was reading the lady, and it had a date, 4/12/2026.
Right here.
That, talk about that date. 4/2/26. What that mean?
That means I got a certified copy of this on April 2nd. Much appreciation to Macau for getting it for me. And when that was gotten, that makes that, even though this is an electronic, they can see this is recent. So
right.
unless the warrant was terminated, which I highly doubt, because I've communicated with the judge, once I present that to the officials here, they're supposed to stop and call Canada Border Services, Immigration, her permanent residency card, which she doesn't have. That's back with the government because I was her sponsor. That gets pulled. They're supposed to automatically take her into custody, but they're not doing it because they don't want to give me back my children. So I come on and expose all of you all. Now, these are facts. Don't get mad at me. This is what you all did. I'm just showing everyone this is what you all do. Don't follow your law when it doesn't suit you. This is all criminal conspiracy. So I'm sure
they take the oath. Like I learned from you, when the lawyers take their oath, they're taking their oath to the crown, not to
their officer of the court. Their first obligation is to the court, not the client. So I don't know why Mr. Ulasi, who is a master of law, he's got one from here and one from Aberdeen, Scotland, why he's trying to protect Nicole when the warrant is right here. Him and this one over here, Kevin Livingstone, because there's no Form 4. There has to be a Form 4. There isn't. I told them that in private. Once they dishonor privately, you can go public now, because that means they're in what? Breach of contract.
And we got to let it be known.
We're letting it be known. And that's why they don't like this, because this is what's going to happen in the future. Edmonton, I'm telling you all, Edmonton law courts, judges, I'm telling you all, this is just the beginning. Unless I get my children returned, this is the beginning. You guys are harboring a criminal. Everybody can see that. You're harboring a criminal. And now we have the evidence. You're a criminal organization. You're not a government. You're a criminal organization. So don't get mad because you guys got caught with your pants down, you know, raping children. That's what you all do.
Mm-hmm.
You do that privately. We know that because there's no reason why you would go all this for a person that's got a warrant unless she either an agent, you need her for something, right? Those are the only two reasons.
Sure.
And what else? What else you got?
That was it.
That was it? All right.
That was it. That warrant is alive.
That warrant is live. So
Right.
I know the United States government, I know the U.S. Department of State, they're not going to be happy
No, they're not.
because they're saying Canada is breaching the what you call it? They're breaching the extradition act between Canada and the United States.
Sure.
So I'm going to switch over. So Tawahat, great question. Great question.
All right.
See that? And so I go back to Jacques. So since Jacques, 1, 2, 3, 4. Since Jacques can see this from LinkedIn. Oh, that's this tab here. Oh, wrong one. This tab. So since Jacques can see this, when we click on it, he's right. Jacques Fisher, all the way in Geneva, Switzerland. Since he can see this, how is it that the officials in Edmonton, Alberta, and in the government of Alberta and Canada can't see this? So he's thumbsing up the email I sent to Tim. He's thumbsing it up. They're supposed to call the police. The police is supposed to take her into custody. They're supposed to give me my children. I'm supposed to get them back in the schools they're in, and that's it. But instead, they favoring her. Now, I'm telling everybody, don't matter what you do in the court. The court of Edmonton Law Courts is in disrepute. They don't even get it, but because they're all doing this because Nicole what? Lied. She didn't tell the truth. She omitted information. So now everybody see there's a warrant for her arrest since 2016. So the bigger question is, how did she get her fingerprints and it not show up?
Tour.
Whoa, that's a big one right there. They overlooked that real deeply.
So that's suspect. So we're going to go back to where we at here. Okay, so we got that covered. And then we're going to zip out and we see here's these are all the things for the child support. Yep, I'm going to get that from her, etc. And the guardianship because she's in default. Why? Here you see October 6, 2025. She's in default. She was served. There's no response from her. That means she's what? In default. Now, let's go look up Alberta Rules of Court on default. So this is what has to happen. So I'm telling you, parents, men, you have to do this. As soon as they start acting stupid, that's it. So where we go here, oh, hold on. What's it? Alberta Rules of Court Default Code. So this is the rule. Rule 3.36. This applies when a defendant fails to file a statement of defense or demand for notice. So when we go back here, you see I filed it. This is a claim. This is not even, this is high. This is family court. Family Law Act, and this is what? A claim. And when we go to the last page here, she was served. That's why her lawyer, Kevin, never filed anything when they switched over to Family First Protocol because she's already in default. So Rule 3.36, 3.37, application for default judgment allows for an application to be made without notice to the defendant to note the defendant in default and obtain judgment. So when I went to do that, because they've changed everything, they said, no, what you have to do is the mandatory intake. So the mandatory intake means what? You got to disclose your financial, you got to disclose what your financials are. And that's why they don't want to do it, because we'll get to see where's Nicole getting her money from. Yeah, make sure you give your lawyer the link. We know you on here watching, Nicole. Agent. We already know.
Sure.
So
Sure.
you're in default for 6 months because I wanted the writ. They told me, nah, you don't even need the writ. They said it's a foregone reality at this point. That was January. You got 20 days. Once you don't respond in 20 days, you're in default. And what makes it bad? The warrant. Also, inadmissibility. So she's inadmissible in Canada. She don't have a permanent residency card. She can't prove it. So now they're in trouble. So again, I've notified CBSA, immigration. I've notified who else? The Auditor General Canada. I've notified the Attorney General. I've notified the Minister of Immigration directly. Oh yeah, they all know this. This ain't no surprise. They all know. So there is no Canada anymore. It is a corporation. That's what this is. There's no Canada. Oh, you think I'm making up games. Okay, here what? Got a surprise for y'all. Glad you said that. Where we at here? There we go. So when we go here, I found something very interesting. And they're going to have to explain this to the Canadian public. This is why things are so cuckoo and haywire.
Etymology of corporation is cartel?
No, that's the Bill of Rights. Hold on, did I bring it? Did I take that down? Let me see. I think I may have taken that down.
Oh, dissolve.
Say that again?
Speaking of the dissolvement.
Yeah, the dissolvement. Because I remember sharing it with everybody. I'm seeing the one for that's for the province of Alberta. Oh, is this it here? Oh, okay. Sure. Canada. Canada dissolved. The 6th, June 20th, 2023. Strike off date of the company. Canada Corporation Limited. Dissolved. That's why things are, it's not a country anymore.
Corporation.
It's a corporation and it's dissolved. Here's the annual report for Alberta. Security.
That sounds very familiar.
Yes, It does sound very familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So all this, that's why you see the Prime Minister of Canada, Mark Carney's got all his investments in Berkshire, not Berkshire, what is it? Burkitt's or whatever the name of the company is. And his wife lives in the States. His children live in the States. They don't even live in Canada. And all these Canadians are up here, they're totally oblivious. All his investments are in the U.S. or offshore. He don't keep nothing in Canada. And he's the prime minister. So what does that mean he's going to do? Destroy the country. That's what he's going to do.
What's happening?
Then when his time is up and people are pissed, he'll get his retirement package and he'll dip.
Oh, bye.
And he's gone.
With a lot of money.
And then the public is left what? Holding the bag.
Empty bag.
So there you go. So that proves that. So this explains for people who want to know what the hell's going on in the courts. There ain't no corporation no more. It's dissolved as of 2023. Next up. So we got that. Now we're going to go to my favorite. Is the warrant advertisement. Mr. Ulasi has this. That's why I said they're criminals. All these lawyers are criminals.
All right, Majesty, you have a great time.
Yep, let's go. No, this isn't the one. Oh, this is for her. Oh yeah, this is the one for her. She don't have a permanent residency card. Oh yeah, this is good. Go. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, it's amazing how someone who doesn't have a permanent residency card is given. Okay, give Ab a hug before you all go. Okay.
Yeah.
Tati, give Ab a hug. Give Ab a hug before you go.
Bye-bye, Majesty.
This is Samita. Okay, give Ab a hug. Yeah, it's amazing.
There's snow pants in the car?
Yeah, I got the snow pants.
Mama, why did you buy a new car?
Because EPS paid for it for her, that's why.
Sure.
No, I don't want this car. I want
Let's see
an
your
old
gloves.
car.
Does she got gloves? She got gloves? Yeah. Okay. You got your permanent residency
The apartment
card? Let's go.
too.
Got your permanent residency card?
You got your
Okay.
stuff.
No, the government has it. Right? You heard her say it. She don't have the card. She confessed. She's inadmissible.
Sure.
If she gets pulled over in that car and a police officer who's not part of the cartel pulls her over and sees that, he could take her in for not being able to prove her right to be in Canada. Like
Sure.
this is just a joke at this point, but we'll keep doing it. Like I said, this is the psychotics that people have to deal with when this is an example of what happens when public officials go wild. Okay, so that's this one, and then okay, so she admitted to that one, and then here's the commercial. Okay. There we go. Yeah, just opening up the commercial. Oh yeah, nobody's saying anything about the data that I have. That means most of these people, they get through life lying. That's all they can do. And then that's why they drink, they have drug problems and stuff, because they're so busy lying so much they can't remember the lie they told the next door neighbor, the co-worker. They're trying to remember all that stuff. Okay, so here's the commercial.
The contradictions of Nicole Tamara Nicholas. Part 3.
As soon as I get the check from the child tax credit, it's like
The contradictions of Nicole Tamara Nicholas. Part 3.
as soon as I get the check from the child tax credit, it's
Please contact Nassau County Police Department if you recognize this individual. For official inquiries, the U.S. Marshals 24-hour tip line is 1-877-182-926-8332.
So there you go. She's an international fugitive. The Edmonton courts are protecting a fugitive. The government of Canada is protecting a fugitive. The province of Alberta is protecting a fugitive. All of them she's a fugitive. All the court has to do is say we terminated the whatchamacallit, because I contacted the judge directly, so via email. So all they have to do is say, hey, them and Forcelli. They could have said, now we've taken that. So now I know Forcelli's gonna be one. They're gonna love this to see that Alberta, Canada is harboring her. Oh yes, they are. So this is why I have to do this, because people are going to sit there. Oh, well, the court is out to lunch. There's a bunch of archaic dinosaurs. And all it takes is the next couple of years, and most of those guys sitting on the bench, they're going to be gone because AI is going to take over. Straight up dinosaurs.
Cool.
All right, so we got that covered. So I responded to them, sent that to them. They want to ignore it. So we publish it on the internet now. Perfect. And this will go on the blockchain. So that was Chiamaka Okoye. And that was on April 15th. They couldn't get it done. Then they tried again on the 17th. Where are we at here? The 17th. Oh. Oh, Chiamaka. Let's just put Chiamaka. Yeah, if you all are for real in your law system, you should have no problem proving it with facts, but y'all have to lie and commit fraud. That's the only way y'all can function. So now that everybody knows, everybody's going to do the same thing I'm doing. So y'all just created a bigger mess for yourselves. This will create precedents, as they call it. So the 15th, and then they tried again on the 17th, and this was let's see, that was the 17th. And they messed up because what they did was they put her as the plaintiff. So they're incompetent. This was the original one they did 4 days ago on the 17th, and still tried to file like she's not the plaintiff. She don't even have a right to, she is a fugitive. So this is a straight up criminal, right? Parenting after separation don't mean nothing. She ain't following no law. She went and registered a car the day after Justice Kiss told her you don't have leave from the court to take the children to Calgary, and she went and filed the car down there anyway. Again, I'm going to emphasize this for people who might be thinking a little way. Listen, right now, this is the only thing that matters. This warrant for her commitment for civil contempt. The officials in Canada, in Edmonton, Edmonton Police, Calgary Police, Edmonton Law Courts, Calgary Law Courts are not enforcing it. So they're violating the Canada-US Extradition Act. That's it. They can't tell me nothing about law and rule of law, and we have laws and we follow. No, that's a bunch of BS. They ain't doing none of that. This is a warrant of commitment. For that commitment means she goes to jail. No hearing, nothing. She goes straight to jail. And the officials like the Edmonton Police, because they used her, she's their agent. Now they're in trouble because they are what's called a criminal organization. So when we go to, we're going to look up Canada Criminal Code. That's why they can't talk to me, because I'm going to give facts. Code 467.1. Section 467.1 of the Canada Criminal Code defines a criminal organization as a group of 3 or more people whose main activities involve committing serious offenses for financial gain. So let's go back to the picture, shall we? We're going to go back to this picture with Jacques Fisher, witness over in Geneva. And this is Kevin Livingstone, Nicole Nicholas, and all her variations and shape-shifting looks, and Mr. Ike Ulasi. So there's part 1. This is your immediate, but there's others as well. That includes the principals, the shelters in Edmonton, all of that. Y'all ain't getting out of this. You got to come with facts, and you can't, because this is your dirt and your criminality that you all have done that now everybody on the planet can see. Y'all can't walk out in the sunlight. Y'all a bunch of criminals. We got 3 here. 1, 2, 3. Criminal organization right here. That includes Roxanne. Let's see here. Now we're going to go back to, okay, so that was the criminal code urgent request. So we got that. That was all from the 17th. So they couldn't get it done. They tried Wednesday, couldn't get it done. Tried Friday, couldn't get it done. Tried again today. And then they get it today. Don't matter. All I got is like, why are we even wasting time? I got to waste time now to drop an affidavit and this woman's a fugitive? That tells you they are guilty of genocide. Yes, the city of Edmonton, the province of Alberta, the Edmonton Police Services, genocide. There's no statute of limitations on genocide. This is what you have done. Man up, eat it up, lay in that bed. You made it. I told y'all, if you defend Nicole, you go down with her. So they choose to go down with her. Here we are. And so these have also been sent to the Alberta Teachers Professional Commission. So they know Nicole is a fugitive and they're protecting a criminal. So she don't have a residency card, correct, Nitranafu? She's in default, correct? A kidnapper, yes, and an international fugitive. Yeah, an international fugitive. Yes, all facts. That's why she got to stay quiet. She got to stay quiet. The children are underneath my Alberta health card account. They can't get moved. I just faxed the hospital, the AHS, so you know what's going to happen now. But the assistant superintendent of Edmonton Public Schools is blocking me, but you letting a fugitive around other children. Wait till the parents in Pollard Meadows Elementary find out that the assistant superintendent of Edmonton Public Schools is blocking the father who was born here. The mother's born in the States, but you've given her more rights than me. This is what happens. I expose all of you. I know all your enemies are going to love it because they know what to do now. The parents know what to do now. Fathers know what to do now. And you have to do it because you're dealing with Masons, Shriners. You're dealing with people who are part of fraternal organizations, Alpha Kappa Gamma Sigma Pi Phi, Sigma Makawaka. All of them, you got to, their only concern is protecting their society. They're not, it ain't about law. It ain't nothing to deal with that.
Color of law.
It's color of law. All of this is color of law. Now we get to the last part here where when I got the email from Mr. Ulasi, let me see inbox. Oh, I have to go to this. Okay, here. So Mr. Ulasi, so he sent this to me. We saw this earlier. Now, I'm going to go to two tabs that I have open. One of the tabs is dealing with the urgent request that I did. When the court responds, it has to come from the clerk. Mr. Ulasi's did not come from the clerk. It came from him. Pursuant. And when we click on it, this is an urgent request with notice. I had to give notice. So when I tried to do a ex parte or I tried to do a default, I don't have to give notice. They get the clerks to block me. So urgent request with notice. So I had to do it with notice. Oh, hold on a second. What happened here? Okay, there we go. See how they're blocking me now? I'm trying to click on this so you all could see that. And look, it's not moving. See that? Oh yeah, they know it's fraud.
ELT.
Fraudulent.
I'm clicking on X. I'm clicking here. Let me go this way. Right? Can't do. See how it all froze up?
Oh, well, damn.
So that means they're online now watching and they're like trying. See, you can't hide that. Everybody know. So I got another way of getting that done. That ain't no problem for me.
Everybody sees it. Whoever watches
Everybody
it
sees
sees it.
it.
Well,
Okay, so now this is an endorsement, which Nicole is in dishonor and non-compliance for this endorsement from November 24th. This is QB filing. So when the court sends it, it's got to come from them. Then it goes to the parties. And in this case, it would her attorney at the time, Kevin Livingstone, myself. So look at this. You see how it's from the QB to both parties. And then this is a court endorsement. Everyone see that?
well,
So now when we go back and now see how I closed this one up? I could close this one up, but the other one I couldn't close it up. Don't worry, we'll get it back. So now when we go to the urgent request, this is what he sent me. Now let's see if they sent it to him. No, right? From to Chiamaka. Okay. Hello, your submission has been filed. Now the question is, why didn't no reply include me in the link? They're supposed to see this here?
well,
I'm supposed to be put in. I just showed you. Can everyone see this? Okay,
Nope.
y'all see this one? Now I'm going to do the endorsement. So when the endorsement came, right, it came from QB filing directly to me and the other party. But what they did here, this is criminal shit. That's all this is. Why is the no reply urgent request? Because it's not without notice. It's with notice. Why am I not being included in that? Because it was criminal. They send it to her. Chiamaka is a student at law.
well,
But then it comes from who? Ike. So why is Ike sending this to me when it should have been, right? And it's coming from him. No, it's supposed to come from the court. So this is improper. All this is improper service.
criminal, criminal, criminal.
Criminal. Straight crime. So this is why we're doing this Zoom, because people have to know what is going on here. They'll want to put it in court so they can keep that isolated and say, oh, this is what happened in court. No, this is what happened out the court. So when the court goes in, if they rule in her favor, that means it's genocide. So now we'll have the record before we even go into court. That's why when I sent it to Mr. Ulasi, I said, here, so you finally bought yourself a judge. You bribed the clerk. No Form 4 from Kevin Livingstone, and Nicole Nicholas is in default. There's a warrant of commitment from the Supreme Court for the state of New York, and she is inadmissible as per IRPA 117.1, IRPA 44, and IRPA 40. And they got 30 there. That's even 30 is even worse. Legal notice. I am streaming your fraud and your fraud on the court online via Facebook now. See Canada Evidence Act, UN Convention on Genocide. End of story.
Eat them up, yum, yum.
So this is what we have to do, because if they're not going to follow their code, they're saying there's no law, which would mean the lawyers know there's no law, which would mean that this is what's called an occupation, a corporate occupation that has usurped people's rights, but keep telling them you have rights, but the corporation is running. Now that's out. Everybody's going to see this, is going to know. So Edmonton law courts, bad move. 3 times they tried, they couldn't get it done. So that's what I told them. I said, so that is the only thing I can come up with is you bought the judge, you bribed the clerk, and that's how you got it filed. So now everybody's going to know the codes to use against you to explain how are you representing her when Kevin Livingstone has not filed a Form 4 as per Alberta Rules of Court. And I told them that already. So that's why I reiterated it again. She's in default. She has a warrant from the state of New York. You still have no Form 4 from Kevin Livingstone. I appreciate your admission of your firm being part of a criminal organization. So the police, the courts, the shelters, The Edmonton Public Schools. Hey, when all the people who are from the Middle East see this stuff, man, y'all in trouble. When they see this, y'all in trouble. So that's the only thing left that I can see here. I've pretty much covered anything. Does anyone have any questions or comments that they want? Nitter Nafu, she don't have a residency card. Okay. Hello, y'all. We know you all is watching. Evidence shown, and they still don't follow their own laws, rules, actions of a criminal cartel. A Fairty, they despise people who know their laws. Well, if you have the rule of law, Edmonton, then follow it. If you're not going to follow it, then there's no rule of law. But we already know rule of law is not a prepositional phrase. Rule of law. That means it is a rule that can be broken, but it's not law.
Sure.
That's what that means when they say rule. The rule, we follow the rule of law, or they rule over the law, or rule of law, which is an adverb verb. If you want it, for those that like their quantum, that means there's nothing there. That we'll modify it as we need to. Edmonton Law Courts is in disrepute at this point. Let me see who's on Facebook. See if there's any comments. If not, no big thing. All right, Khashikadur, Roger Harris, beautiful Kuyani's watching. All right. Like, this is comical. I'm not even mad. It's just too freaking comical to me. Like, what you think everybody's brain dead at this point? Yep. So that's, if there's any comments. If not, no big thing. All right. So that's it. That's all I can see of right now. So white work, we're going to finish up here real quick. I'm going to stop the stream, but I got what I needed to get out. Roger Harris, beautiful, and we good to go. And that's it. So we have now exposed. This is how criminal these people are in the city of Edmonton. Let me just switch my screen over, everyone. Just hold on a second. There we go. So this is it. So you can see they are hell-bent to support Nicole, knowing she's got a warrant for her arrest. So there's no law in Canada. I want to see RCMP, CBSA explain this one away.
Hold on.
So that's it. We're going to finish up white work, but that stream is done. So I'm going to end the stream. And for those that see it on Facebook, share, 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 post, post, post. All right, so that's it for that. The stream is done. Let me just close that tab out. And then let me stop the recording. Recording stopped.